Hey there, YouTubers. Coming back at you with an update here on some of my mini projects that I work on here in the house. So I got rid of the cobalt that I had. It had a warped block and just really wasn't worth messing with. So I've picked up a few other little things here and there since then that I've been working on. Picked up about 4 or 5 lawnmowers. I got one of them to run. The other ones, one of them got turned into a little romping trailer, and the other one is still sitting here. It's getting in the process of getting fixed. I'm trying to find all the parts for the mower that I need and for the motor. I'm gonna take the mowing deck out underneath it, get it all jacked up, kind of pimped out or something, because I got my two that I need to work with. I've got my Murray wide body, pretty fast, pulley swapped. It's got the rear pulley's the only thing swapped on it. I ain't messed with the motor none. It runs flawlessly. I don't even really want to mess with the gearing on it anymore. I've got it to where I can be going down the trail and put it in 5th gear and just romp on it, and it'll just kick on back, roll on. I don't really want to go too fast in the woods. It ain't got brakes. I've tried fixing them and adjusting them, and I don't know what's wrong with it. I had a little incident in the woods here the other day. I had to put a new rear end under it, so I just went ahead and fully swapped it. Well, I had it out. It goes a whole lot better. 5th gear, it'll probably run 15 miles, 20 mile an hour, somewhere around in there. This mower does have a radio on it. I have a lot of comments about that. A lot of people, ask about the radio. A lot of people on my Snapchat, things like that, ask about it. It is just a regular old little dual radio from Walmart back years ago. I think it's like 2006 radio. I just got it on a toggle switch. You turn it on, listen to music, turn it off. It's all time hot, so you can have it on without the mower running. I got this little custom thing I built with my 3D printer, so I can put my phone in it. I don't have to put it between my legs or nothing. I got the speaker down there. It does have a Craftsman seat, the Murray seat on it. Just kind of leave that flat, and it sucked. Took it off there. Didn't like it. These tires, they're for a 4-wheeler or a 3-wheeler, one of the two. I got them off my buddy. He had them in his barn, and they dry rotted pretty good. So they are an airless tire. They don't have air in them. The reason for that is if they do have air in them, they don't grip good enough for some odd reason. With me, I don't weigh enough to really mess it up or anything like that, so I can run them without air. I have a custom bead lock. I just took some big old self-tapping screws and screwed in the wheel on both sides into the bead of the tire. I've ran this for a good probably year or so like this. Running the horsepower that I'm running with that little motor, it does pretty good. It'll spin both these tires right here on a clutch drop in 5th gear wide open. It'll just melt these back tires off. It's unreal. So the bead locks work pretty good. It may work and it may give out here soon. The tire may break out if I get it in a real good bind, and I expect it to soon. It'll get upgraded sooner or later, some different tires. Want to lift it some different ones on the front. So this motor, it's a 17 horse Platinum OHV. Best motor I've owned. By far best motor I've owned. This motor will outperform anything I have. It'll go more places than anything I have. It'll start right up no matter what. It's just unreal how good this motor is. It's just unreal how good this motor does. And I'm running the governed setup still, and it revs just like you got the governor took off of it. And sooner or later I'm going to put a Makuni carb and I'm going to ungovern it. It'll probably open it up a lot. I've seen quite a few people on here doing it, ungoverning their motors, and it runs out pretty good. I'm just scared I'm going to blow it up. It's too good of a motor to do that too. I get some sticky spots out here where I romp at, so it can get pretty hairy sometimes. But my exhaust I got it's just a stock muffler running out. It would have had a pipe right here, a muffler right here coming out this hole. This is not the stock motor for this mower. This motor come off of a big old Craftsman. Believe it or not, it did. It come off of a Craftsman about the same size as that one, maybe a little smaller. so everything kind of fits in here good. But the exhaust, this is a muffler off of a Yamaha Virago motorcycle. I just got it welded in there, tacked in pretty good, but it runs straight out the back. No exhaust leaks, nothing like that. Sounds good, revs good. It ain't obnoxiously loud, even though if you really wrap it off, it's pretty loud when you wrap it off. I've done a complete frame off on this mower. I've had the whole body off, rewired everything. It has red underglows underneath it and stuff. It goes better than anything, like I said. That's my baby here. This is the one that I've owned this mower for a long time, good amount of time, and it's got me pretty good. Now this one here is one of the ones I picked up from the old 4-5 lawnmower deals. The guy, when I got it, told me that the motor was locked up. He ran it without oil, and it sounded like a jet airplane taking off, and that was his exact words. So I brought it home, put some oil in it, fired it up. It ran good for a little bit, and then I kept noticing an issue with the Kohler that was on it, which is over there now. It kept on, like, give it some throttle, it just run wide open, and I set the governor multiple times, and nothing helped. So I just went ahead and yanked that motor off. Stuck with a Briggs & Stratton 18 horse. No, this wasn't 18 horse. This one was a 24 horse V-twin. It come off of a Craftsman. It has the electronic ignition and all that on it, so you know it was a pretty good little motor. It has its issues. I don't like it too much necessarily. I probably will once I get the gas pedal set up like I did on that one over there. It runs exceptionally well on high throttle. When I got this mower, it was just basically stock. Everything was stock on it. I put the pipes. Me and a buddy of mine welded some True Deal exhaust on it. They come down. I flip the manifolds around. They come down and run out the back. Cut off like a stovepipe. And I've done some cutting on the tires, make them grip better. They're the stock turf tires that come on these mowers. It would have had tread all the way across here. And I just cut off the big tread and left the small one, and then cut the center one off. I don't know where the small tread is on the road that it's on. So then you got more of a knobby type tire, I guess you could say. If you wanted something like a super swamper tire or something, you could cut one row out and leave one row, cut one row out and leave one. You'd have something like a super swamper, but you could do anything really. And what I use to cut this is an oscillating tool. You buy it at Walmart, it's about $20. It's a Hyper Tough. That's all you need. You don't need none expensive crap to do any of this modifications I do on these mowers. You don't need none of that expensive stuff. I work out here in the dirt, basically, and build all these. And I mean, I enjoy doing it. I grew up, you know, working in the dirt and stuff anyways. So it doesn't bother me none. But this mower here goes pretty good. It does exceptionally well, but I have one issue that I have to get fixed, and I have to get fixed pretty fast before I do much romping with this one. And that's the exhaust is on the oil filter. That's a big no-no if anyone knows anything about engines. That causes your engine oil to evaporate, burn, whatever you want to call it that it does. Significant oil loss. I'm already burning through some oil pretty quick now with it like this, so I'm gonna have to do something with the exhaust on it and get it fixed. Get that wrapped or something. At the end of this video, I'll post some clips of us romping these mowers through the woods. Me and my buddy, we go riding out in the woods and stuff. Got trails out there, mud holes, things of that nature. I use this one to pull stuff with, and use that one to ride, pretty much. This one's the one that pulls that trailer that I was talking about that I built. It's right over here. So what this is, it's a Murray wide body frame that I've cut down, basically cut it, I wouldn't guess you say in half. I cut it about 3/4 of it in half right in here. And that is this right here. That is a street sign pole. I was driving down the road one day and seen one knocked over, so I just went and stopped, got it. And I've cut it up, made a whole frame under this thing. It does what I need it to do. It ain't too heavy. Really, it's exceptionally balanced. But I've built an entire frame all the way down. Hold that up. I gotta get a pin for it. That's pretty good. It follows me around. I need some side rails on it though. Every time anything tends to roll off of it. Kind of irritates me a little bit, but that's all right. So my other project I've been working on is my old truck over there. In the process, if anybody's from West Tennessee or Middle Tennessee, anywhere near me, has a 302 for sale, I'd greatly appreciate buying one. We'll drop one off in there, V8. It's got a 3.8 V6 in it. As y'all could watch from my previous videos, if you want to know anything about it, I got a full tour of it on YouTube. It's got a lot of stuff done to it, a lot of work into it, a lot of years and time. But I'm gonna put a V8 in it soon. Now on this Craftsman here, because I know everybody's anxious to hear a startup on these things. It's pretty loud. I ain't gonna lie. It's straight piped on the Craftsman's. It's pretty loud. It's not something you'd want to ride at nighttime. That's for sure. Definitely for sure. But I'm now going to find something else to work on pretty much. Another project. I'm running out of things to do, guys. This quarantine's really got us. It's crazy. So I've honestly thought about making how-to videos showing you how to do things, how to work on stuff. Simple stuff, you know. Well, I know there's a lot of people go to Google. I know I do. I go to Google a lot. And there's some things on Google that I've searched for that I can't find, and I might just have to make a video on some of that stuff. Like we're in the process of wiring that 73 Volkswagen Beetle up. That's a nightmare. We're in the process of engine swapping this mower. Maybe possibly getting this one to run. It has a 17 horse on it. Well, it's 17.5. It's a 17.5 Briggs & Stratton overhead valve. I need a starter for it. We'll go pick one up at the local parts store. Bad as I hate to. Most of my stuff is free, or I find it very cheap. I don't really like to spend money too much on my pleasure toys like these, because why spend $7,000 on a four-wheeler that'll do anything when I have no land to ride on? I have 1 acre of land here and a little bit of woods over there that's honestly not even ours. Guy lets me just ride my mowers and stuff on it. So, you know, there's no point in me having a big old four-wheeler out here when I can have this lawnmower out here. It's a hot rod, and I can ride around here and rev it up and pop wheelies and donuts and everything else in the yard, or right here in the road, you know. I don't need no big four-wheeler for all that. Now, if I live somewhere with a big open fields and big old yard or something, yeah, I could justify owning a four-wheeler, but not around here, anyways. But, anyways, guys, I figured I'd update y'all on what I've got going on. There's a whole lot of nothing going on. A whole lot of setting stuff up, figuring out when I'm going back to work and things like that. I did just get a vinyl cutting machine. I can cut stickers and stuff now too. So if anybody needs any stickers, just DM me. Let me know. I can make anything really. I can 3D print anything y'all need. I've 3D printed all kinds of stuff. I've 3D printed coronavirus. I've 3D printed cup holders and little toys and things for kids, you know. I've 3D printed some gas litter too. I have to print them in ABS. PLA won't never hold. Anyone knows anything about 3D printers. Kind of like what else I can update y'all on. I got my Mustang. I bought a Mustang. I don't know if I put that in one of my videos or not. I've tricked it out. It's got a built V6 in it. It's nothing spectacular, but it'll wrap the speedometer like it ain't nothing. For a V6, it impresses me quite a bit. I'll do a walk around on it here soon. Full walk around. It's pretty mint. I got it. It was pretty much a drag car. They done stripped it. Didn't have no carpet. Like no back seats and nothing. I still gotta find a back seat for it. It's got brand new carpet, brand new steering column. I put a set of head gaskets on it. Tore top end of the motor down. Fixed it up right. But anyways, I figured I'd give y'all an update hear what I've got going on. Big shout out to a guy on YouTube named Fearless Front. He's the one who really inspired me to build this lawnmower. He's got one kind of like it, and I was following his poster for a long time, and I was watching him and all his little mud bogging videos and stuff, and it really got me interested. Really got me wanting to build these mowers. And I know he's got a big old, I think his is a Sears. It's Craftsman Sears, same thing. It's kind of like that one. And I got one of these Murrays. They're both multi-purpose. They serve different purposes, and I enjoy them. I really do. It gives me something to do. But big shout out to Fearless Front. Anybody else on YouTube that I watch, I subscribe to, that works on these mowers, that shows us how to do stuff on these. I've learned a lot of stuff off here. But big shout out to all y'all. That's about all I got for y'all today. I'm gonna try and get a video of that Mustang, a walk around video, and post it next. And I'll be building a gaming computer soon, so that'll be another video. I'm gonna need some help on that if any of y'all have any info on how to build a gaming computer. What's the best thing to run GTA 5, 5M, DOJ, Beam G, Snow Runner, any of them games. I'm down to try that. Alright guys, I'll catch y'all later.